What's up, guys? So, we got back training today with my bodybuilder friend. So, it'd be a good one. Not sure what we have in store, but normally it'll be we do some kind of pull down, maybe a pull over, a couple of machines, lots of slow squeezing stuff. He doesn't really do much of the heavy sets like I do. The weight he uses is heavy to me because his back is so fucking big and strong compared to mine. But it'll be some good training. Him and I are going to have a little bit more in-depth discussion on the comment I made yesterday of potentially doing a bodybuilding show next year. I saw him briefly yesterday, and we briefly talked about it, but I'm going to talk to him about it some more today. And I don't know, we'll see what happens. The more I think about it, the more I like the idea of it. It's be a good challenge, something to compete with, something to discipline myself for, and really push to that next level on what I'm doing. Prep will be terrible, but off season won't be too bad. I'm definitely not in a position now where I can just tell him like, hey man, there's a show in 12 weeks, help me prep for it. I'm nowhere near that. I got to get everything else up to par with my chest. If I can do that, I can put a good package together on stage, I think. And I'm very curious what my abs will look like at that level of like leanness. I feel like I have something in my throat. I feel like I'm talking weird. But that's what's on the agenda this morning. I don't know if I said this yesterday, but I am planning on going to having beef as my major protein source. My boss yesterday, the owner, he was eating bison. He's real into like health and fitness and stuff too. He's not, into bodybuilding, but he kind of eats like one. He's eating bison and rice. What? And we both talked about how much we like sweet potatoes. Because I will tell you this, I fuck with a sweet potato. Sweet potatoes are good as hell. Some really good sweet potato fries. Top tier. Excuse me. But we're going to, depending on how this conversation goes today, will determine on what I go to the store and get later. So tomorrow, I'll probably be talking, a bit more in depth about my diet, what I'm going to be doing going forward, because I had to make some adjustments to what I was doing. Because I also, with the new workload that I've taken on at work, I don't always have, time to get all my meals in or eat them, maybe at the time I wanted to. So I had a pretty, decent day of eating yesterday. I ate an entire rotisserie chicken, which honestly that's a go-to for me. If you have a Publix near you or a Sam's Club or something like that sells rotisserie chicken, what I used to do is I would go and I would get two of like the little bowls of instant like microwave rice and a rotisserie chicken. And I'd pull half the chicken off, cook my rice, put that all in a bowl, and I'd eat it with like hot sauce or something like that. And I did that for a while. It's just like sometimes you gotta eat your protein in a pinch. So I used to stop at the gas station every day on my way to work, and I'd pick up a protein shake and a protein bar that together would be 50 grams of protein. Because, fuck. If you're 200 plus pounds, you need to eat 200 plus grams of protein a day. So, I think I've talked about this before. If I'm 200 pounds and I want to eat 200 grams of protein per day, I need to look at how many meals I want to have per day. Let's say I want to have breakfast. Let's say you're someone who trains at night. You want to eat breakfast, you want to eat lunch, dinner, and then eat after training. 200 grams divided by 4 meals. Fuck. Is 50 grams of protein per meal. Let's say you're someone who wants to intermittent fast. So you're not going to eat breakfast. You'll probably eat lunch and maybe a larger meal, an hour or so before training. And then, a big meal after training, and maybe you'll have a couple snacks or whatever. Then you probably need to eat about 70 grams of protein per meal. It's pretty easy when you think of it in terms of mass like that. You just find ways to get more protein in. It's not... Tracking your food is a pain in the ass. Just like wearing contacts. But tracking your food is a lot. Being fat is also a pain in the ass. It makes your life not fun. So, and I can speak on that from experience. There was definitely a time in my life when I looked in the mirror and I was like, God, I'm fat as shit. I hate what I look like. I felt very insecure to take my shirt off in front of people. Hell, I still do now, and I'm in great shape. Sometimes. Depends on the day. Any of the gym goers know your body dysmorphia is like this, right? There might be days where I get up, look in the mirror, and I'm like, holy shit, I look so good today. And then the next day, I'm like, I'm a fat piece of shit. Why do I even go to the gym? But, that just happens. So, the point I'm making is doing the shit to be in shape sucks. Being out of shape sucks too. But being in shape sucks because it's just a lot of work. Not because it's depressing. Or my quality of life is lower because of how fit I am. And I didn't initially think to talk about this, but I saw this like a reel on Facebook, and it was like, something about, when people make plans and don't account for my gym schedule or something like that, and tell me to skip the gym or something. Right? Obviously, it's about not skipping the gym. And these people in the comments are all like, fitness is meant to enhance your life, not be your whole life, and blah blah blah, whatever. That's fine. Like, if you have that opinion and that's like your approach to it, like you just want like a little, just like a general baseline of fitness and that's it, that's totally fine. Like, and that is what most people want. And those are people that are cool going to the gym, 2 to 4 times a week, and not doing super intense workouts, but just getting a little bit better movement, a little bit stronger, do some cardio, and just keep their health up. But that doesn't mean you should judge the people that do dedicate their life to this, because I'll tell you, there's about nothing you could invite me to that would make me skip the gym if I didn't absolutely have to. Because I just enjoy being at the gym more than I enjoy being other places. Right? If my friends were like, let's all Okay, this I probably would skip the gym for. But if this was back when I hung out with my friends all the time, not now where like I see them every few months, if that. If they invited me out to go do something and I hadn't gone to the gym yet, I would tell them like I'll come after I go to the gym. Like I'll be late, but I got to hit the gym first. Now my life's a little bit different because it would be like a once a fucking year thing if it happened. But for like general consensus, right? If my wife was like, sometimes she just wants me to not go to the gym, I'm going. I'm going to go. It's not something I'm going to debate or think about. I'm going. I love it. I want to go. It doesn't feel right when I don't go. It's just like the whole rest of my day is fucked because I didn't go, or I didn't, get my body moving, at least do something. I've got an exercise bike at home. That's what I do on Sundays. So I just don't, and that's also vice versa. If you're someone who dedicates yourself to the gym, don't fucking shame other people because they don't do that too. Right? Like I have people ask me questions all the time about what I do at the gym, and I can tell like they just want to be like a generally fit, normal person. I'm not like, when they're asking me for advice, I don't tell them to do what I do. And when they ask what I'm doing, and they're like, holy shit, that sounds crazy, I'm like, you don't have to do that. If you just want a general level of fitness, just a little bit more muscle on your frame, maybe lose, 10, 20 pounds of body fat, be a generally fit, average guy, you don't have to come into the gym and push to the upper levels of your strength range till failure every day to try to grow as much muscle as possible. Like, that's just not necessary. Where the fuck is my pre-workout at? There it is. I know I've ranted about that before, but it's just a topic that kind of comes up every once in a while of, everybody who works out in some form or fashion kind of tends to have this idea that like what they do is the best thing. Like people want to shame people that do CrossFit. People want to, say that, powerlifters wish they were bodybuilders and, they just can't diet, or, I've heard all kinds of shit like that. Like people saying shit about people who do like other styles of training. If you're training, well, why the fuck does it matter? Like you're getting in, you're keeping in shape. As long as you're keeping in shape, you're working towards your goals, you're staying healthy, why the fuck does it matter what you do at the gym? I mean, I think that's so stupid that people are like that, of like, oh, you do fucking pull-ups wrong. I'll do them however I want. That's why when I'm at the gym, don't go and give someone unsolicited advice. If they want your advice, they will fucking ask. Now, unless I see someone doing something that I know they are about to really hurt themselves or someone else, then I have to say something. Or I'm at least going to make sure I'm nearby to help them in the event that they do hurt themselves. But beyond that, I'm not going to come over there and be like, this is the right way to use this machine. I don't fucking care if they do it right or not. They can do whatever the hell they want. I mean, that's just the general, I think that's the attitude everybody should have. But cheers. Oh, that shit is so nasty. Ugh. I hate having that aftertaste. I knew there was no chance he was getting here before me. When we agree to come to the gym at 7, that normally means about 7:15 for Dia. But he knows that I know that. Where are we going, guys? What the fuck is happening? What in the shit biscuits is going on? Okay. That was weird. Okay. All right. We're parked. Just dropped my water bottle lid. Parked at the gym. Going to go in and wait for Dio to get here, and probably won't record every single set that we both do, or I might. I don't know. We will see what happens. See y'all inside.
Alright guys, so I didn't really video anything today. Dio's going to be coaching to do a bodybuilding show next year. So today we were kind of really just talking about that, training really hard. So I didn't feel like fucking with this. That's why I left my mic in my car and didn't even notice. So I'll do a quick pose down, because there's also going to be something for me to send to him to have kind of a baseline of where we're at right now. And then, I'm going to update you guys tomorrow on what my new macros are, what my diet's going to be like, as we start moving towards, being a real bodybuilder. So now let's do that. So,